So please close your eyes. Please take a moment to also to lubricate your spine. Maybe move it a bit. And close your eyes to arrive into the theater of your body. Take a few deep breaths. You can imagine that you breathe into your feet. Into the area between your genitals and your anus. And now it's a blackout with the eyes closed. And you arrive to the projection room of your forehead. And I invite you to visualize a screen.
On the screen, a question appears. What do you see when you hear the word family? Family. Perhaps now we have about 40 something images of family in this room. Perhaps we have about 40 something images on each of your projection rooms. If the image appears troubled or even problematic, not a surprise. For the lucky ones, perhaps it's a nice one. Now let's imagine family in a more expanded sense. Workplace, community, nation, you name it. Cultural target group. Are we a kind of family in here, in this room? We hope not. Because we have been thinking about how family organizes and privatizes care, economy, intimacy, solidarity. Two and a half years ago, Penelope Cleo was born, and it made these questions more urgent for us, for Adriano and me. We have been thinking about domestic anarchism. We have been thinking about making coalitions beyond the family. Perhaps now all the projection rooms are exploding in different chaotic or unclear images. We are very, very curious about those images. Because of that, we have been practicing cohabitation with friends, lovers, and collaborators, and friends of friends, and friends of lovers, and collaborators of collaborators. Maybe you could be, maybe with you. Maybe we could do it with you, and with you. We are thinking about cohabitations in the domestic sphere, but also in the dome of the theater. With these cohabitations, we are developing collaborations. And we have been thinking about dance as a knowledge that can be applied to different collaborative forms. Score-based writings, score-based dancing, study groups, like the reading group we've been doing here on the Fridays at home, dance performances. We would like to dance with you. So we ask you to open your eyes. You can take your time. The lights come on. You can find your body again sitting on the chair. Sense the people around you, and we're going to come and pick you up. So we would love for you to join us here. So for that you would have to stand up and come over. If you don't feel comfortable with this, you can stay over here, but you might not see from every perspective. Yes, yeah. Follow us. Oh.
Oh. Your phone. I'll just put it in silent.
So do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah? You can spread around in the room. This is your room as well. This is our space. We would love for you to follow a very simple dance. It's also very slow. And you can find a position wherever you want in the space. There's no center, there's no... Well, there are some spotlights, but... So as I say, this is your space as well. Please take care of yourself. There's some water if you need. And this dance will take place for a little bit. you can follow me, but you can also follow Nadim, and you can also follow Adriano. That's Nadim, that's Adriano. That's not part of the dance, sorry. And also you can follow Chechi. And that's it. Where is Adriano?
Yeah. So this dance. This dance is a tribute to the clitoris and to the clitoridial. The clitoridial is a word that we learned when reading a book by someone called Catherine Malabou. But I think it was an Italian who coined it first, Lonzi. But in this book that's called Pleasure Erased, which is a kind of history of the clitoris in philosophy, Catherine Malabou makes the argument that the clitoris and the clitoridial is in relation to power, but that it doesn't propose a power relation. And because of this, she says, the clitoris is an anarchist. So we are going to go on with this dance. You can also copy each other. Maybe other dances will emerge. And then in a while, we'll propose something else.
continue with you because then I can remember.
Conversations while we do it. Much less. Should we go to the same? Now we would like to propose a last. Sorry, it's like the flood of participation. We're going to do one more, but this time a feedback thing. This is a score, a conversational score instead of a feedback round. I learned it from Jurak, an Estonian artist, performance artist, and it's called The Silent Conversation. They heard about it from a Quaker culture, which I don't know much about. What I did learn is that it's a conversation where you don't respond. So you say what you need to say, but you don't respond to what other people are saying. And the silences are more important than what is being said. So just to listen a bit to silence together and to name what might need to be named, we would like to end this session before the dinner with a let's say 10-minute silent conversation. So I'll put a timer. it seems like we made 2 spaces, and I wonder if it felt easy to move from that space to this space and from this space to that space.
I forgot to say that the dance may open a portal to grow a other clit.
That was 10 minutes. I hope it was clear that also it wasn't clear maybe. That, yeah. So if you do have something you could, the idea is to also speak. Maybe there was not so much that needed to be said, or not in this format. But you otherwise, if you have any feedback, we would of course love to hear it. We'll be at the dinner. We'll be at the studio. Thank you so much for being very generous in participating, and we all need to wash our hands before dinner because we are going to eat with them. And
the dinner will be in the project space.
Yeah.
So up here.
But in case you want to repeat the silent meeting, the idea is that anyone can speak, but that you don't respond. So it's like a kind of practice of yeah. Anyway,
I think because you said the conversation is of silence, and maybe it was more that silences are as important as the talking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway,
now
it was also very nice to be silent together.
No, but I was just was awkward to break the silence, so I was a bit hesitant.
Yeah.
But can I still speak about feedback now?
We have another 2 minutes. Yeah.
I was just interested in the instructions that you give when you are doing the movement. Was it improvised or was it scripted? Like you said that this is something, and like we had a whole script, right? But was it improvisation or like you had
The forms, it's kind of an alphabet. That's why it's called sticky alphabet, the performance. And there are different keywords. It's an alphabet of our research at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the speaking, you mean, that was, we prepared what to say, but it wasn't fixed. So, like, we didn't fix exactly the word with the movement, but we wanted to give the instructions together with the movements.
Yeah.
But that wasn't super fixed, but we knew more or less.
Yeah. I think that is very interesting. And, I was kind of hoping to have it more repeated.
The talking also.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
I was also just wondering if it's something that you've developed especially for this evening, or if it's like a starting point for you, or where is this piece within your research and practice that you are doing at the moment?
It's something we've made for here, and yeah. I mean, the sharing alphabet dance that we've done before in a context where it was about printing a publication and then having a dance that supports the printing, and that we didn't ask people to join. People came as audience, but because the dance was simple and the context was very informal, it became that we copy each other. And we wanted to open that up for you to enter, because it's something we want to explore more. What is this participatory formalism, we're calling it. But we also wanted to let you know a bit more about the main ideas. So that's the first part with the micro, what you heard. But that is specifically for this. Yeah. I don't imagine making this already as a performance, all of this. But maybe some elements of the participation in the dance, yes.
Because you're also working on a publication at the moment, no?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
The publication inspired from the movements, or movements inspired from the publication?
No, it was separate things actually, like parallel activities that can support each other. Yeah.
I have a question. I enjoyed seeing the performance, the action, but I was wondering, because I really enjoyed your talking in silence, like with our eyes closed. And I was, because you said that in this room there are like 40 images of families, and then you said maybe like not a good image, or like problematic or something. and so that's why we are thinking about this and that.
Mm.
And I got very interested in this because I think, have you ever think about this? I mean, why the problems, or there is something like in there?
Mm.
I'm talking also from my side, as you know, as parent, as father, because as you said, when a kid rises, it's like the past coming again, like the phantoms,
Mm.
in some way,
Yeah,
right?
completely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this whole idea also came because, when becoming parents, it was like, how do we write our own script? Like, of not, we come from very different family upbringings and structures, but definitely coming more from a nuclear family, white nuclear family, European thing, that there's a lot in there, a lot of habits and a lot of, sort of a baggage that we were like, we want to rewrite a bit for what we do, like how. So we started to write a lot, like write what we're doing while we are doing it, and maybe find language and find people, and that's why we were reading Abolish the Family, which talks a bit about the specific economic, social problems and different groups that throughout history have been thinking of abolishing the family with this idea. But yeah, it's a lot there. Yeah. Mm. Yeah.
Also, a particular family that's been talking about is not just family; it's a very specific family.
Yeah. In the book, you mean? Yeah.
It's a kind of metaphor for capitalism, or
Exactly.
not even a metaphor. I would say like a model.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can also really identify with that idea. I remember when somebody asked me, how is it to be a father? And I could not work with that idea of being a father. So I was also thinking, what does that mean? What does that imply?
Mm.
Can you be a male parent? Or do you need to be a father? Or do you need to carry that cross of fatherhood? Or all interesting questions. Where language is like a very important, I would say.
Yeah, like then for us, questions of sex and class and gender suddenly become so pressuring. Also, as artists, like, what is the access you have to private owning? Why does becoming a family immediately, sort of in a conventional way, imply some form of inheritance from biological family? Like, all the things. But
let's move. Let's go to the dinner, and then we can continue conversation. And you're always welcome in our studio and in our house. And thank you so much.